It's been a while since I last posted on here. I've sold a couple of books, so it really wasn't that exciting. About $30 plus postage, so it wasn't enough to, yeah, well, I was just about ready to give up. I'm always teaching, or I'm always saying, to look for opportunities. The only way you can make money is by acknowledging and recognizing an opportunity when it presents. Now, gold has been going crazy, and walking through an op shop the other day, in some places they call them thrift shops. I was looking in the jewelry cabinet and noticed that they had some gold earrings and they wanted $20 for these earrings. And it got me thinking, well, I have $30 and that's $20. I can afford them. And they weighed a little bit over 1.5 grams. So by my calculations, that would have been about $80 Australian in value for metal alone. So I sold them on eBay, and they sold pretty well straight away. At $80 for a set of earrings, I don't blame them. I then began to look for other metals like silver, and gold in all the op shops that I went around to. Anything that was a precious metal, whether it's palladium, rhodium, etc., etc. Anyway, concentrating on the gold and silver, I figured that if I could actually do or make money from selling the gold, I could buy it or I could make a good profit out of that. So I was buying and selling the gold and the silver. I was working on $1.50 per gram on silver was the buy price, and I was selling it for $2.50 a gram plus on eBay. So that gave me $1 a gram markup, which isn't an awful lot, I'll grant you, but if you're looking at a 50-gram chain, well, there's $50 profit. And keep in mind, you're still charging for postage. Yes, eBay fees come out, but it's not a bad profit. And when it came to gold, anything under $40 per gram on 9 carat gold, I was picking up. So it allowed me to actually quickly build up a stock of gold and silver. And I also found that in many of the shops, they would even give further discounts when you're a regular shopper. So I was receiving pieces for even better pricing than I had first anticipated. Some of them even end up offer a 50% off card once you've shopped there 5 times. So very good discounts. Which brings me to a point. As a reseller, you should never ask for a discount, but if one is provided, then by all means, utilize it. Op shops are not there to be negotiated with. The price that they put on the item should be the price that you're prepared to pay if you want to buy it. As I said, if you've got a discount card, so much the better. Now, I also got talking to one of the op shops, and they were throwing out an awful lot of clothing. It's one of the things that does annoy me about op shops is the waste that they themselves generate. It isn't necessarily that people drop off dirty clothes or items that are unsaleable. A lot of the op shops will only list or have an item out in their shop for a couple of weeks, and if it doesn't sell, it doesn't make any difference what the item is. They'll then put it in the rubbish, or what they pretend is their rag bag. So it'll go into the closest local city and it will be cut up for rags, or it will just simply be put into storage or sent off to a third world country where the developing country has to actually process the material, which often just simply means that they get dumped or set fire to. It's just, as I said, it's one of the things that annoys me with the op shops. So anyway, at $1 per kilo, I can get quite a few kilos per week. and I then sell 4 kilos of clothing for $30 plus postage. Now, this is a simple repeat sale because once I've created the listing, I just simply meet the sales when they occur. Now, the preliminary sales that I've had shows that this will generate at least $200 per week, which isn't an awful lot, but for something that's just sitting there in the background and all I've got to do is store it, and that gets a second use out of it, I'm actually quite happy with that. It also allows me to expand my range. So currently I have all sorts of bits and pieces on there, from artworks through to Pyrex dishes, through to Bendigo pottery, which is a local pottery in Australia for those that are overseas. And it really is starting to generate a good income. So from a couple of books that were found, um, I am now already contributing to my income in quite a dramatic way. I will keep you posted, and I'll try to post a lot more often and with various bits and pieces I pick up and the various brags and also disappointments that I have. It's not just about the brags, it's also the disappointments. Anyway, have fun, and I will talk to you again soon.